They say university makes students. Here, students make university. So with the slogan of Think Big, I, Himanshi Kaushik, your host of the day, would like to welcome you all in today's session/webinar. And before I make you all guys know that why we have joined here and what is the name of the session, I hope that you all are doing good, safe, sound, and happy. And by now, I know that you must be very curious to know what the name of the session is and why we have joined here. Well, the name of the session is again Curiosity Key to Creativity. And I hope that you are very much excited to attend this session, and because I am. And for the session and the discussion about the curiosity and the creativity, we are joined by our two experts here. Let me introduce you to all. First, please welcome Professor Raghu Raman M. He is having more than 35 years of experience and has done his B.Art from Visvesvaraya National Institute of Technology in the year 1983. He has also done his M Design and Product Design from IIT Bombay. He's also a founder and R&D head of Punya Education and Research Foundation, Chennai, and presently working in Lovely Professional University, School of Design in Department of Interior Furniture and Product Industrial here. So, sir, I welcome you in the session, and it is a pleasure to be able to listen you in the session. And with this, we also welcome our second expert who has joined us. Please welcome Ms. Sonia Suri. She is a research scholar. She has done her M Design from Interior and Furniture, like that's her topic, and has done her MBA also in Product Management. She has also a Bachelor in Design, Interior Design with honors from Guru Nanak Dev University, and has more than 21 years of work experience already. Worked in Godrej and Boys Manufacturers Co. Limited, and as interior design, worked with furniture design companies like Kiddies Kingdom and interior design firms as well. Currently, she is working as an assistant professor from of course, in the School of Design in Lovely Professional University. Ma'am, I welcome you in the session here.
Thank you.
And with this, I would now request Raghu sir to please take over the screen. Over to you, sir.
Himanshi, yes. I just see two participants. Can we just hold on for another 2 minutes just for making more participants to come?
Yeah, that's fine, sir. I mean, we can maybe have a little discussion about like general.
Oh, yeah. I see three names in the participation. That one is Kamalpreet Sandhu and Balaji Shetty and Dheeraj Rawat. So, very good morning, Balaji. Very good morning, Dheeraj. Can you just go ahead and switch on your audio and let us know about your background, please? Balaji and Dheeraj.
Balaji, Dheeraj, are you all able to listen us?
You can message here or you can just switch on your mic. It is on mute. You can just give me a background of what you are looking for.
Are they having an option to mute and unmute themselves?
Yeah. They're here only. Balaji, please unmute yourself and you can speak here. Okay, I believe. So we
Himanshi, let's just wait for just 2 more minutes and see how many participants come. Just two kids are there. They are also not answering.
Sure, sir.
So I would like to make it more engaging. It doesn't matter how many people are there, whether 2 or 5. More engaging. Let them answer or let us just wait for few more participants. Okay.
Yeah, sure, sir. Balaji, I believe you have unmuted yourself. Could you please maybe?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Hi. Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
So, Raghu sir, please.
Yes, Balaji, please go ahead. What kind of a background, what you wanted to become? What is that the admission you are looking for?
I just joined LPU this year. I'm a first year student and I am looking forward to coming to LPU next month.
That's
What
great.
course you have taken?
CSC, sir.
I couldn't hear.
CSC.
BSc,
CSC. Okay. Good.
CSc.
So we have a person on curiosity from CSC. Good, yeah, that's nice to hear. So meanwhile, there are just few people. You can go ahead and you can talk about what makes you inspired to get chosen CSC, and what kind of a curiosity or the unanswered questions you have in your mind about CSC, because that's a beginning of your career. You can go ahead, ask me any questions on career, on about computers, on programming, on languages, anything, no problem.
Computer science has a lot of branches that are not specified exactly what they actually do. Animating AI, data science, etc., etc. Around 20 to 30 separate, they are classified separately. Which one is prioritized as what, that I have no idea, sir.
Okay. I can tell you one thing. Any kind of a data science or data modeling or AI has got a next 100 years future. Okay. So that is what is taking on. But fundamentally, to have that, I think you should more focus on your fundamental basic CSC courses, which will actually enhance you and take you to the next level of AI and machine learning and data modeling and data science and everything. Did you get that point?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
What inspires you to take what do you call computer science? Why not other branches?
Mostly because it's more engaging and futuristic.
Okay, more engaging and
Computer science
futuristic.
tends towards future.
Okay.
So
Okay.
are there any career goals in your mind with respect to this in this field?
Not much, just a nice paying job.
Never mind, be curious. You will have the clarity of the things and definitely you will get towards that as well, right?
See,
Thank you,
today
ma'am.
there are so many other skill sets which will go with the AI and machine learning and computer science. And
Yes, sir.
my sincere, what do you call, suggestion to you, I would not call it as an advice, suggestion to you is keep your mind open and to all the other supplementary skill sets that will enhance your computer science and AI and machine learning language. It could be a language, it could be a programming, it could be some kind of a hackathon, or it could be some kind of a challenges. You should keep your mind so open throughout your career. That will broaden your career options at the end of your studies, I feel. Is that fine?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I think there's another person called Dheeraj Rawat. Dheeraj Rawat, can you please switch on your mic and tell me what course you have chosen? Dheeraj Rawat. You can unmute your mic and talk to me. Dheeraj. Interior and furniture design. Acha, you are in office. Okay, no problem. You can message me here. You need not talk. You can message me here. I can see all your messages. What inspires you to take interior design, Dheeraj? Is he our student?
Yeah.
A first year student?
No, sir. He has undergone internship just in the last semester.
Oh, he's on internship. He's our student. Okay, good. So can I quickly go ahead with the session that Do you have a permission to go ahead, Sonia? Let us see.
Yeah, yeah.
Only two guys are there. Let us spend our time with these two guys, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So today's session, I just wanted to mention, being a designer or being a computer science or any kind of a background, ultimately in your career or from your childhood, you develop something is called a curiosity. And curiosity is a key to any kind of a creativity or a creative thing what you achieve in your life. So this is what we wanted to just impress you on upon on this today's session. And before starting a session, I just wanted to ask Balaji. Balaji, any idea which part of India is where the crackers are manufactured? 90% of our crackers and matchboxes is manufactured in India. Any idea? Balaji?
You can put a message also if you are not able
It is not in China. I am asking in India. In India, where it is 90% of crackers and matchboxes are manufactured. Any idea? You can quickly Google it also. You are having.
Dheeraj, do you have any idea?
Dheeraj, you have any idea where it is manufactured? Tamil Nadu. Yes, you are right, Dheeraj. But where in Tamil Nadu? There is a place in Tamil Nadu, specifically in one district. Shivakasi, perfectly right. So you got that point, Balaji. It is manufactured in a place called Shivakasi. Now my next question of curiosity is, why Shivakasi? Why only in Shivakasi? Why not other places in India? Are you not curious to know why it is Shivakasi? Why not other places? Any idea? Balaji, Dheeraj? What is the speciality about the place Shivakasi? It is the environment suitable for making crackers. You are perfectly on the dot. See, Shivakasi is a place in Tamil Nadu where in 365 days, not even a drop of rainwater comes. And on the other way around in Northeast, you must have heard a place called Chirapunji, where 365 days there is rain. And this place, not even a drop of rain. So in those days, people have left Shivakasi because there is no water. But one intelligent person said that, okay, so what if there is no water? We can manufacture crackers here safely because it has a dry climate. So somebody was always curious to find changes and look for new possibilities and probabilities, okay, in whatever that God has been given to us, right? So that is what is curiosity. Sonia, next slide.
Yeah.
So the curiosity is basically to keep on making you ask questions like where it's happening, what is happening, why. So it is basically a desire to learn more and more about something or some event or some happenings or some technology or something like that. This kind of a curiousness keeps the human inventions alive throughout his lifespan till his death, right from his childhood. I still remember my own kid, my own child, my daughter, when she was a kid, she was so curious to, everything to by senses to go around and test it when she was. So I gave her, when she was just about 1 year old, I gave her different, playing toys and tools with which makes different sounds. Everything they used to experiment. So this curiosity comes from our birth till the end of our death, throughout our life. And it's you're all on a very important period of your education and learning where curiosity makes a lot of difference in your career. Next slide.
Look at your love, sir. Can I just add, like, it basically, I feel, adds on the deeper engagement, right? So because you are curious, you will be deeply engaged into knowing the ins and outs about that specific thing, where because of that curiosity, you are forced to perform in a way, in a better way, right? To uncover the answers to the questions which you have in your mind, right? And then you're reaching to the meaningful learnings or the goals. So be it, as sir has given an example, in the day-to-day life, or when you'll be relating it to your career itself, it is going to help. Yeah.
Next slide. So you already knew that the kind of a cost we have undergone in sending our mission to Mars, or now we have just done a Chandrayaan for the benefit of the people. So these kind of a research or the achievements or the outcome of the increase in creativity and innovation and improved problem solving skill and greater adaptability and resilience. All these things comes out of curiosity. Unless and until people have this kind of a curiosity to do better or perform better or know better or to bring in changes in our life, and these are all the kind of huge benefits of curiosity.
Shall I move forward, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have just trying to give few of the examples. These two companies so well. One is Apple, which is a groundbreaking design that they have. It is purely, see, when they first brought a touch sensory screen instead of a keyboard, the whole world laughed at them. Almost 98% of the screens today we use even in Android or by touch screen. So what made the Apple to bring in touchscreen initially is basically a curiosity. How people will feel instead of keying in, rather by going by touchscreen. They've just tested. It is the outcome of the curiosity and the research what Apple have done. And here the next example I would say is a Hidio's Human Center. Here I wanted to give you an idea. IDEO is a world #1 design firm, and they've contributed across product design and different kind of a products and automobile, and they are based in out of USA. The IDEO's empathetic and inquisitive mindset has resulted in a very user-centered design that improve the lives of people. And when you have time, you can go through this IDEO's company and the CEO of them, and what kind of changes they just made in the process of design. And there is a specific process called the design thinking of IDEO, which is across the globe in all kind of sectors of education, and they just take this design thinking as an example and they follow. Next one is, I'm sure that you are aware of a company called Tesla, which has a innovative electric vehicles. It is the Tesla's curiosity driven innovation that has disrupted the automotive industry and accelerating the transition to a sustainable transportation design. So Tesla's curiosity has driven the innovation, right? Next
And
slide.
it is like a kind of circular approach or a continuous process, because if you will see Apple, if I'm talking about Tesla or so, you'll find it is not a one-time curiosity what they have demonstrated, right? So once they have produced a product, then there is a response and the rewards to those curiosity, right? Which basically has then again led to another curiosity to bring in the advanced technologies and other things. That's how they are every year bringing out the new products in the market and being in the forefront.
Yeah, next slide, Sonia. So what this curiosity actually does, one second. See, curiosity basically expands the design possibilities, and curiosity opens the doors to a new ideas. See, when you're in an open mind to listen to people or look for new ideas or new alternatives, curiosity opens the doors to new ideas. When you listen to different people, it gives a different perspectives and design directions. It takes you into a particular direction that what people may like. See, anything I'm telling you, remember this in your life. Like if you wanted to be a world-class designer or world-class, performer in any kind of a field, ultimately to contribute, you have to be a human centric, right? So it increases your power of this human centricness, and it expands the creative possibilities of any human being and the thinking. And one more thing, what curiosity does is it facilitates collaboration. It brings the curious designers or a curious minds together. I still have several groups on multidisciplinary on WhatsApp and other on my email IDs, where it brings together all these curious designers, together, actively seeks an input and a feedback, collaborating with others to enhance the work, right?
So instead of
And
having competition as the prime agenda, the collaboration will be your motive, so that whatever the questions are there, you are in a state to get the answers for them. Those can be the kind of project which you are taking up in the market or so, right? For the better results in that. It helps in
it also drives a personal growth through a person. The constant curiosity fuels any personal growth, keeping designers motivated, inspired, and adaptable in a rapidly evolving field. See, today, what I mean by rapidly evolving is government themselves have put a kind of uh, rule by 2030. We'll all move about 40 to 50% to electric vehicles and non-polluting vehicles. So curiosity makes us think, what are all the things that would facilitate to change people from a fossil fuel vehicle and transportation to a non-polluting electric vehicles. So curiosity expands design possibilities, curiosity facilitates collaboration, bring like-minded people together, multidisciplinary, and it drives your own personal growth. Next slide. Curiosity is nothing but basically an experiential learning. Here we are trying to give you few pictures of how LPU gives you an opportunity to do that experiential learning in the process. The first one is the photograph of our workshops, where people, not just study or learn, they also do a hands-on experience. They do things, they test it, they take it to a people. The best thing in design is to show people what you have just achieved. So in design, building a prototype or building a model is the key. So the first one shows the workshop facility. In the second picture, what it shows is students experimenting on the field, architecture and interior design students. We have a specific week called experiential learning field, where they go on site and they do things by their own hands and experiment, right? And in the third one, picture shows, we also call learning is not just learning and being bookish. It is also industrial experience. So we call experts from industry to talk and interact with people and to answer their question. So curiosity is basically an experiential learning. We have just tried to show by this picture the different modes of experiential learning, what Lovely is trying to offer to our students. Next slide.
Just a moment.
to
Look,
work on any kind of, yeah, please go
as
ahead,
as
sir.
Raghu sir has initially talked that you should be clear about your fundamentals, right? So I would say that there are different levels of curiosity. Then first, that you are curious to understand and know the fundamentals in detail, wherein all these kind of activities are helping you out to explore the materials, to understand them right in a better way. Then at a next level, you will be in a state to create something or innovate something, right? By identifying the gaps or looking at the problems, or with a curiosity to bring out something new out of that material or situation or something. Yes.
Uh, any kind of a design or a solution or the curiosity, it doesn't stop with the curiosity. It ends up to a kind of a logic solution. Like to bring in a design to such kind of a logic solutions to people, there is something called a curiosity driven design process. Why curiosity is valuable skill for designers? One, curiosity helps you to define the problem with an open mind. You approach the design challenges with a beginner's mindset and avoiding all the preconceived notions. See, this is the most difficult aspect, even for practicing designers like us today, where to take off, there is a process called unlearning. We learn so many things in our life. We have so much of preconceived ideas in our life, like this is possible, this is not possible. But to define a problem with a very open mind and with an approach to design challenges with a bare beginner's mindset, avoiding preconceived notion. So this is the first stage. Then the second level or the step goes into research and explore the diverse sources of inspiration. We also take a parallelly other fields, the kind of an inspiration, and to seek inspiration from various disciplines, cultures, and nature to spark a new ideas, right? So we take inspirations from a different field because the same kind of a problem might have been already solved in some other field, right? So we take such kind of an inspirations, we explore the research and the diverse sources for inspiration. Then finally, we experiment, we build a kind of a prototype and we iterate. Iterate, what I mean is, again and again, we keep on working on a solution, reiterating and re-evolving, and by changing the solutions to depending on the people's response. This happens in any product, even in the market. When they take it on a alpha test or a beta test to the public, they test this kind of a product, embrace a culture of experimentation, prototyping, and learning from failures to drive a better innovation. Next. These are some of the fields. Uh, uh, some of the fields like craft. I can give you an example. Way back when I was practicing 20, 30 years before, the kind of a craft export we used to do from India to other countries like US and UK and other European countries were hardly about 3,000 crores or 4,000 crores. Today, we are exporting about 28 to 30,000 crores. Over this period of this 20 years, we have evolved, we have brought in designers to revive all this craft to make a much more functional utility and product to connect to the emotions of the people across the globe, depending on the market's requirement and the customer requirement. So this kind of a craft revival is a huge opportunity for designers to start working on. These are some of our students' work and illustrations we have just provided. In the same way, even in hospitality design, in India, we have, uh, for tourism, we have a huge scope, and hospitality is another area where designers and other fields can contribute a lot. Next slide. It could be a residential, or it could be within the interiors or the furniture design. Next slide.
So in the teaching here itself, or in the process of learning, students basically are starting with that curiosity and the questions to which they are answering through following the design process and coming to these kind of design solutions, right, in the form of the proposals which they are giving for if they're making the product, or they are making any interface, or they're designing any of the space, like as you are able to see on the screen.
Again, it talks of a few examples of hospitality here. Next slide. Earn while learn scheme, and Sonia, you may just take over and just
Yeah.
what does earn while learn scheme of LPU?
Yeah, as I have already again previously also talked that there are different multiple levels of curiosity now when you are looking at various types of works, which I have already shown you, and the kind of activities which we have seen, right? One, that when we are curious, we are developing our own knowledge, right? We have seen like how students are doing the experiential work, hands-on, they are learning. So we are building up our own knowledge, understanding, so that we can basically implement and help the society in a way else. So designers basically have that social curiosity which is there, because it is not an individual for whom they're designing, right? So it is about the society. You're looking for the causes, or whatever the solution you are providing, you have to look for the society so that they are able to appreciate and use those products. They are meaningful for the society itself. Okay, so in that case, you are interacting. Earn while learn basically is again an answer to the curiosity which you have for the social responses and responsibilities, right? Few of the examples already are visible on the screen where our students basically during their degree itself are working in the market, right? They are, experiencing how the clients are giving their requirements, what are the constraints they have to follow, how they have to manage the material and everything, right? So they're uncovering that curiosity, being in the field itself. And these are few of the outcomes what we're able to see. The very first one which I've seen, it was the first year student himself, right? He has designed the restaurant. It is just close by the university. So every design he has implemented, the color scheme, in the first year itself, he was able to produce this kind of outcome, which is still running close to the university. The second one, what you're able to see is the kitchen. So it is not only the design, what you're able to see, all the technicalities are also involved, right? So this is one of the field work this student has done. Last one is the design of the residence itself. They are all the live projects which are being done by the students. So it's basically curiosity, which means that it is the motivation to explore, right? So as much as you want, like initially you are exploring at your seat itself, and then when you have got the answers to it, and then you are moving to the various next levels and the steps, thus making your knowledge also strong and making you valuable for the society as well. Yes, sir.
So the most important thing is to not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reasons for existence. So with this, we just open the floor for both Dheeraj and Balaji to ask questions, either on chat or you can switch on your mic. Maybe we will take few questions. Go ahead, Balaji, any questions? Dheeraj, any questions? You can type on here, please.
Sir, before Dheeraj and Balaji take up the question, there's one question in my mind. So, let's say if a non-design person who has no idea of design, how can one enter, and what are those skills that are required by somebody, who can enter into this field and can excel also?
let me just answer your question from the fundamental of your understanding. There are no non-designers in this world. Everybody is a designer.
Okay.
Even you are a designer. So anybody on the street is a designer. Why? Because God has given the same creative mind and solution oriented. We just designate people by their qualification and things like that. So I consider anybody here, even Balaji here is a, though he is a computer science, he is a designer. In computer science field, if I put a brief or a problem, he will give a solution. That means there is a saying in the world, like, necessity is the mother of invention. If you look
Right.
into the history from a Neanderthal age, from those, people have always innovated and invented solution when there is a bare necessity. We all knew how we sustained ourselves during COVID period, right? That's a, we have brought in our own solutions, right? We have own masks and things like that. We crossed that period of those 2 years also. So always any kind of a crisis or a necessity will automatically bring innovation and solution. This is the same world in any field. It doesn't matter whether it is computer science or whether it is actual human being or energy resources. Today, we are all talking of a world like we will deplete with all the fossil fuel energy down the line in 10-15 years. So we are trying to change people from a fossil fuel or petrol and diesel to electric vehicles. We are trying to solution, not overnight, over a period of, let's say, about 10 years. Down the line in your age, I'm not so young, but you will definitely see in your lifestyle, down the line in 10-15 years, you will see more of the electric vehicles and non-polluting vehicles. I still remember when I was in a college students, you will laugh at me if I say that I was the first mobile user when it had come to the market from Airtel when I was in a company. We
Okay.
used to pay 16 rupees per minute for incoming calls. Can you imagine? We have paid thousands and lakhs of rupees only for incoming calls and outgoing calls per month. Today, how much we are paying? Hardly 150 to 300 rupees for unlimited calls. So that time I used to tell people, at some point of time, this this mobile traffic will become almost 1 rupee a minute, or it will become a free call. Somebody will sponsor. This is precisely what had just happened. So technology development and people's want and requirement over a period automatically makes them innovate a new solution and makes us, even without realizing, change to such kind of a new solution. Did I answer your call?
Yes, sir, sure.
Manshi, I am just going to answer it specific to the program or the
Yeah,
what
right.
we are running out here. Like depending upon the market requirement, right? Whatever the skill sets the industry needs, right? As per that, we have formulated our schemes where we are taking care of the design skills, the software skills, the technical skills, the soft skills, whatever the student requires, right? So we are preparing them wholesome so that they can, during their first year itself, they can speculate or they can start thinking of what career they want to go for. And then they are developing their skill sets as per.
So basically, students can come freely in the university, join us here, learn from our experts, and can excel in their career. I think
Yeah.
that's the base, right?
Exactly. And we have also evolved over a period. We started with just about 3 students way back 10, 12 years before in product design.
Mhm.
Today, we have in interior design, we have in product and design, we have last year, the
Exactly.
first batch of UI UX we have started, user interface and user experience.
That's trending
Why?
too.
Because that is what the market need. What we
Right.
have seen in last 5 years, all our designers, whether they are interior or animation or what do you call architecture or product design, everybody has been observed as a UI UX designers. There is a huge opportunity for them. So we started in Lovely. We started for the first time a course in product design which is specializing in UI UX, you
Right.
know, which is making them fit into the kind of a market requirements where the job opportunities are high. In fact, even with the computer science today, if somebody does a UI UX, which has a great opportunity, you can go and check on the Google. They are the highest paid both in dollars as well as in rupee in India. So
Right.
they are on a highest demand for next 5 to 10 years.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. And at last, if students do not have any
Any
questions,
questions, Balaji? Please, Dheeraj.
and meanwhile, I want all the attendees who are watching here to know that the session will be uploaded on YouTube. So if you have missed any part of this session, you can go and rewatch the session on our site as well. That is lpu.in
That's a
or
good thing.
YouTube. Yeah, yeah. So, and you will be receiving a link on your messages, on your emails as well of the link of the video. And I think with this, sir, ma'am, we're done with the queries now. And I shall take your permission to wrap this session up.
Oh yeah, thank you, Himanshi. Thank you so much. Well
Thank,
conducted.
so
Thank
thank
you.
you so much, sir, ma'am,
Yeah.
for coming in, joining us here, giving your
Next time,
time.
such kind of a sessions, I would like to see a more audience. It doesn't matter whether it is 2 or 3. It's
Right.
our duty that because you are putting it on YouTube,
Yeah,
I'm sure that it may be equally useful to more number of people that when they just watch on later.
exactly, sir. And I think that is the basic reason that why we put it on YouTube, because people can watch it from different domains. And with this, I just want to say thanks to experts here for crediting your time for all of us, and also to all the panelists, all the attendees who have come here and interacted. With this, I take your leave as well. Maybe meet you soon in the university. And if not, then in the next webinar. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you.
Thank you.